Welcome to Thoroughbred Action here at Gulfstream Park. Brian Nadeau with you. It's Fountain of Youth Day. 14 races on tap, 9 of them stakes, 8 of them graded. None more important than the finale, the Grade 2 Fountain of Youth, an essential automatic qualifier for the Kentucky Derby. Reigning 2-year-old champion Forte is back to kick off his season. Let's go upstairs to track announcer Pete Aiello for the course and the weather conditions.
Weather is beautiful. It's a warm afternoon, sunny skies, temperatures in the upper 80s. The main track is fast. The turf course is firm. Race 1 on turf. Number 1, Fire Crow. Make the jockey Leonel Reyes. Scratch 9, Warriors Pride. 14, Chuck Willis. 15, Omaha City. And 16, Novigrad the Great. Racing at Gulfstream. Fountain of Youth Stakes Day is underway with Meet Me in Kingston check back and Under Oath a step slow. Down inside, Fire Crow gets the first call and looks for the early lead. Moving up on the far outside, it's Mamba on 3 trying to cross over. Coppola's into the top flight with Warp Ride back 4th. Then the gray Smoke and Jay. Mata gets started outside of New Bomb. Agent Peter Graves is held up in traffic. Meet Me in Kingston goes by him. Then Boca Boy and Under Oath, and Shecky Shabazz is last. They round the far turn, they whistled a quarter. Fire Crow holds inside position. Mamba on 3, right alongside second. 2 back to Coppola, who's now third. Warp Ride is there 4th. Under Oath has got a lot of ground to make up. Agent Peter Graves cut the corner with 1/8 of a mile to go. Fire Crow trying to turn away. Mamba on 3. Down the center, Smoke and Jay with a late run, and Agent Peter Graves knifing between horses. Final 1/16 of a mile. Here comes Smoke and Jay storming forward to win it. Smoke and Jay going away. Second, Agent Peter Graves. Third, Mamba on 3 in 54 and 4. They're off. The favorite Image of Love was away cleanly, but not quickest to begin. Principia looks forward for the lead. Now here's Image of Love moving to challenge. Millennium Park has got speed. She's down inside third. On from 4th, it's Starter's Orders together with Back to Gridlock. Then Raggedy, who's toward the back of the field. And moving up and by her went Jess Catherine. In the run past the opening quarter, Image of Love has worked to the lead for Irad Ortiz Jr. She's there now, a length and a quarter in front. Principia latched on to her second. Jess Catherine is making a big move on the outside third. Millennium Park down inside 4th. Back to Gridlock is next, then Raggedy, and Starter's Orders is last. 4 lengths from first to last as they swing to the far turn. Image of Love leads by a neck. Principia second, Jess Catherine 3 wide third. Millennium Park stays put at the rail, needs some place to go. Back to Gridlock and Raggedy are next, and the gray Starter's Orders is last. Less than 5/16 from home. Image of Love held together up front. Jess Catherine continues to close ground, and she's up to challenge for the lead now. Principia's that kicked and Millennium Park toward the rail, then Raggedy and Back to Gridlock. They're at the top of the stretch. Taking over the lead now, Jess Catherine, as Image of Love is coming up empty. There's 1/8 of a mile to go, and Jess Catherine has the lead now by 2.5. Millennium Park is rallied into second. Back to Gridlock and Principia, then Image of Love. But Jess Catherine puts it all together today and wins nicely. Jess Catherine by 5 in the end. Back to Gridlock was second. Show photo, too close to call, either Image of Love or Millennium Park. Completing the high 5 was Principia, 124 and 4. beginning for Up to the Mark, but he's in no hurry early on. Moving up between horses is Coinage. Here's the gray AP Secret on the go. AP Secret for an early lead. Up on his outside, it's Candy Tycoon from second. Then it's Coinage and Prevalence, they're third and fourth. Up to the Mark shuffles back toward the inside. Moving up on the outside, it's Carpenter's Call. In between horses and Smokin' Tea, he's a bit keen. Rise the Guy runs onto heels behind him. Sent wide to the first turn is Boyce. Up to the Mark, who was away cleanly, is now second last. The early trailer is Eyes on Target. 24-1 for the opening quarter as they chase the speed of AP Secret. AP Secret leads by almost a length, racing second, Candy Tycoon, 3 wide, Carpenter's Call third. Coinage, well spotted by Louis Saez, fourth toward the rail. Then Prevalence, out a bit deep on the course, goes Smokin' Tea. It's a gap of 3 to Olympic Runner. He's racing in the pink and black, about 7 lengths off the speed. 2 in front of Up to the Mark, who's together with Boyce. With them in Sanctified, then Eyes on Target, and now the trailer is Rise the Guy. 47-2 for the opening half miles. They swing to the far turn. AP Secret in front by a length. Candy Tycoon second. Coinage now moving third. Smokin' Tea the first to get underway. Blue colors moving up on the outside. Eyes on Target, 4 wide from the back. Looking for room and stuck in traffic is this big favorite Up to the Mark. He's in the green colors. He's still looking for some place to race, about 6 lengths off the lead. Slaloming through horses through 3/4 in 10-3. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Here's Smokin' Tea up now to take the lead. Here comes the run from Up to the Mark. He starts to motor. Up to the Mark surging forward. Look at this turn of speed. Up to the Mark, front and center. And he's a real runner on the turf. He wins going away while in hand. Second Olympic runner. Third was Smokin' Tea. 140 flat. They're off. Shuffled back at the start was Sweet Cherry Pie. Good break from Let It Ride, who heads off for the early lead, taken on early by Carson, who comes away in second. Illustrated away in good shape. He's up on the outside. Splitting horses Sweet Cherry Pie to race with Hard Money Muchachos. Out deep on the course, Summon Your Own Courage, and Armstrong is toward the rail. They're followed by Kentucky Joker and Ohana Honor. Scotland's the early trailer. He's out in the center and about 4 lengths off the lead. The opening quarter was 22-1 as they raced to the half-mile point. Let It Ride and Tyler Gaffleone on top, a length and a half. Splitting horses Sweet Cherry Pie, Carson, 3 wide, 4 wide, Illustrated. Hard Money Muchachos gets the shuffle. Getting started to Summon Your Own Courage. Then Armstrong and Kentucky Joker. Scotland is underway, and the trailer is Ohana Honor as they round the far turn. They've yet to reach Let It Ride, who went 45-2 for the opening half mile. Up to the outside, long shot, Sweet Cherry Pie takes up the slack second. Illustrated has called it an afternoon. Scotland continues a sustained run from the back as they reach the top of the stretch. Let It Ride is still the target. Sweet Cherry Pie still trying, and Scotland sweeps into action on the far outside at the rail. It's Armstrong. There's 1/8 of a mile to go. Let It Ride has 1 to fight off. It's Scotland who's charging hard down the center. 16th to go. Let It Ride still in front. Scotland trying to get to him. Scotland on the outside. Let It Ride toward the rail. Here's the line. Scotland got up. Scotland and Junior Alvarado wore down a very game Let It Ride, who was second. Summon Your Own Courage is third. 123-2. Racing and the Colonel Liam Stakes. Last in, first out, Dude in Colorado fires forward for the early lead. Bluebird's Over has speed, and Santorini works between horses. A gap of 3 to Boppy O, then Our Dream Ride. A length and a half back to OK Boomer, the 2 at the back, Web Slinger and Belluni. Around the first turn they go. Bluebird's Over and Edgar Zayas with rail position and the lead. Dude in Colorado is second. Joel Rosario and Santorini third at the inside, only 2 lengths off the pace setter, working ahead of Boppy O, who angles to the 2 path. Then it's OK Boomer and Our Dream Ride. Webslinger remains second last, and the trailer is Belluni. Separated by about 6 lengths in the run past the 5 furlong point. Bluebird's over, leads a half a length. Dude in Colorado is second, Santorini is third. Papio is racing from fourth, and it's Our Dream Ride together with OK Boomer. Down at the inside, Belluni, and out in the center, and Webslinger. 48-2 for the opening half mile as they swing to the far turn in the Colonel Liam Stakes. It's Bluebird's over. In front, 3 parts of a length. Dude in Colorado is second. Santorini is at the rail as Bapio gets started 3 wide. Here's the run from Webslinger, starting to warm to the task while 4 deep. Then OK Boomer and Belluni. Out the back, Our Dream Ride. The entire field separated by 3.5 lengths as the new leader is Dude in Colorado. 3/4, 112-1. Dude in Colorado takes the lead. Bluebird's over. Fights back toward the rail. Second down the center, and Webslinger from between horses and Bapio. Then Santorini. Dude in Colorado has the lead a length and a half. Webslinger surging forward. Bapio at the rail. Dude in Colorado still there. Dude in Colorado wins the Colonel Liam. Second, Webslinger and 135 flat. They're in the gate. And they're off in the 35th, the very one. Good start inside for Beside Herself, and My Lady comes out firing. Moving out the rail, Libretto. Lady Rockstar is not far away. Flying Fortress is on the far outside. From between horses, Broadway Boogie, and out 3 wide, Higher Truth. On heels behind them is Transient. She's tugging hard with Ensemble working between them. Virginia Joy finds herself ahead of only one, and that's My Lady as they swing into the stretch for the first time. Up on the outside, long shot Flying Fortress goes at it with a fellow long shot, Libretto. They're heads apart, and they've opened 6 on Lady Rockstar, who's racing a clear third. Up to the outside, Broadway Boogie is now fourth, Beside Herself fifth, and off the speed, better than 9 lengths behind. Transient is next, ahead of Ensemble, then Higher Truth. Virginia Joy still ridden quietly with 1 lap to go, and the trailer is My Lady. The opening quarter was 24-2. The half mile was 48-3. It's not flying, it's not crawling either. As the leader is Flying Fortress and Junior Alvarado, they stretch out a touch now to lead by 2.5. Libretto is second, and Lady Rockstar bides time while racing in third. Broadway Boogie is fourth from Beside Herself, fifth toward the rail. Transient is next. Ensemble held up in traffic. She's still traveling pretty well. Then Higher Truth and Virginia Joy. My Lady last of all with less than 5 furlongs to run. 3/4 and 14-4 as they head down the backstretch. Flying Fortress a length and a half. Libretto is second. Lady Rockstar is third. Beside Herself creeping a touch closer. Up on the outside, it's Broadway Boogie from between horses and Transient. Then Virginia Joy and Higher Truth with Ensemble improving at the rail. Still at the back is My Lady. They make their way to the far turn, and with the advantage, it's Flying Fortress. Ensemble didn't get through. That didn't do Transient any favors in the exchange. Virginia Joy shuffles to last as Zayas is on the roll now with My Lady. Red cap circling horses. My Lady just went from last to first in 1/4 mile. Broadway Boogie tries to run with her. Loose now Virginia Joy. Then Transient as they straighten for home. With a big kick, My Lady is swept on to take the lead. There's 1/8 mile to go. My Lady trying to finish it up. Virginia Joy down the center. Higher Truth at the rail. Chad Brown, 1, 2, 3. Here's Higher Truth trying to catch My Lady, but My Lady has command. My Lady beats Higher Truth. Up for third is Transient. Chad Brown 1-2 in 2:15 flat. Sharp break from White Barrio. High Oak sent through at the inside. Moving to take them on is Klugman. Moving up on the outside and into the top flight, Legal Deal. Then the gray, Legends Can't Die. 2 in front of Coastal Defense. Weyburn splits horses with Grand Runner. Out the back early are Seal Beach and Collaborate. Down the backstretch they go with Klugman at a big price in front for Zayas. Legal Deal is on his outside into second. High Oak is in the pink colors down inside, and White Barrio's the gray. Legends Can't Die is working out in the center about 5 lengths off the speed. Then back to Weyburn, who's outside of Coastal Defense. Collaborate improves inside of Grand Runner, and the trailer is Seal Beach. They make their way to the far turn, 22-1 for a pretty quick opening quarter speed. Up front, Klugman leads by a length and a half. Legal Deal is second. White Barrio is now third. Winding up on the outside, Weyburn. Weyburn in the green and white. He's on the far outside and gaining good ground. Legend Can't Die is next. Then Collaborate underway from the back with a quarter of a mile left to go. White Barrio comes away with the lead. It's White Barrio in front off the turn. Weyburn takes his shot while second toward the inside. Klugman's retreating with an eighth of a mile to go. With the advantage, it's still White Barrio by 2. Weyburn is second. Collaborates down the center. Final eighth of a mile, and the class is proving valuable here as White Barrio, your Florida Derby winner, reports home an easy winner in the end. He cleared off to win by 3. Weyburn second. Collaborate third. Seal Beach is up fourth. 122 flat. By 3, by 4, and moving away. And they're off in the Canadian turf. Excellent beginning for the favorite Emmanuel, who's hunting some forward position. Up on the inside, English P has speed. Steady On wants to mix it up, and Safe Conduct makes it 4 across the course. Backing off 5th is Super Dormy. Next at the rail, Shadow Sphinx. Out 3 wide, Dakota Gold. 2 back to Good Governance. He's third last. Second last is California Frolic. The early trailer is Fort Washington. And the run around the first turn, Emma Jane Wilson puts Safe Conduct on the lead. He's there a length and a quarter. Very keen, Super Dormy fighting the rating fiercely there while racing out in the 3-path. Second is Steady On. Third is English B. Emmanuel and in amongst rivals. Super Dormy still fired up here. He won't settle. Out deep on the course in Dakota Gold. And it's a length back to Shadow Sphinx, who races inside of Good Governance. The 2 at the back, California Frolic and Fort Washington. 24-1 for the opening quarter. Less than 5 furlongs to go in the Canadian turf. 48-1 for a half-mile speed. Safe Conduct has the lead. Super Dormy has been tugging throughout. In between horses and Steady On. Next at the rail is English P. Emmanuel looking to follow somebody while angling for a run. Then Dakota Gold ahead of Shadow Sphinx and Good Governance. Back to the outside in Fort Washington, and at the back is in California Frolic, and up front is Safe Conduct taken on by Steady On. Steady On to Chevenek on top. Super Dormy is second. Castellano, he has his hands full of Emmanuel, but he's got no place to go yet. 3/4, 111-2. Safe Conduct battles back inside to take the lead. Now racetrack for Emmanuel. Meanwhile, Steady On got the jump on him. Steady On is in front. Emmanuel hitting high gear. Final 16th of a mile, and here comes Emmanuel down the center, getting up to win it. Second is Steady On. Fort Washington rolled home for third. Dakota Gold is fourth at 140-1. Racing, and here comes the Bride Stakes. Better start today for Cairo Consort. She was actually one of the first to break the line. Moving to take the lead is Blind Spot, and she works over to the rail. Up on the outside is Danse Macabre, who's racing into the top flight, and tugging out outside them is Moonage Daydream. Headstrong behind them is Papilio. There's no pace on here. Saving ground is Enna Karenina, moving between horses, Riding Pretty. Out a bit deep on the course, Sweet Lou got aces. Then back to Cairo Consort. Second last, Malimu. The early trailer is Revelita. Slamming on the brakes there went Papilio, and that did not do any favors to Sweet Lou got aces. They run to the backstretch through a 24-4 opening quarter. With the advantage, it's Moonage Daydream. In front to half a length, Blind Spot second, 3 wide, Danse Macabre. Now races third, Papilio, 4 wide, fourth. Down at the rail, it's Enna Karenina, moving between horses and Riding Pretty. Out very wide on the course is Sweet Lou's Got Aces. Then from between horses, Cairo Consort. She's in the Rapoli colors. That's the orange cap. 3-path, about 5 lengths behind. Malimu is next. Revelita ridden quietly at the back. Entire field separated by 7 lengths through a 50 2.5 mile. This turns into a 5/16 dash for the cash. Up front, Moonage Daydream quickens things up. 3 wide, Danse Macabre. Set down, driving by Biscuitza. 4 wide in Papilio. Cairo Consort is in the clear and launching her run. Just inside her, Riding Pretty. Trying to rally from the back is Revelita with 1/8 of a mile to go. Here's Papilio taking on the leader, Danse Macabre. Cairo Consort and Riding Pretty are next. Final 1/8 of a mile. Danse Macabre digging in gamely here. Cairo Consort and from between Papilio to the wire. Danse Macabre is the winner. Danse Macabre and Adam Biscuitza for the money in 137 and 1. Racing in the Gulfstream Park Mile, presented by Windstar Farm. A smooth beginning for Charge It, but Nitrous Channel's put into play to take the early lead. Octane's going to run with him, and Charge It is racing between horses. He's not far away. Fourth is Endorsed, and then moving up toward the inside, it's Dean Delivers. Dean Delivers draws within 4 of the top. Simplification is next as they exit the chute, racing ahead of Steel Sunshine. Oh, Captain second last, and left behind early, the veteran Noble Drama. 23-3 for a very reasonable opening quarter speed. Octane, Bionic. Charge It is up alongside in second, and jockey Tyler Gaffleone won't let him get far with Endorsed, and these three now race a half a length apart. Down at the inside, it's Dean Delivers who runs into fourth, ahead of Nitrous Channel, who's off the speed fifth. 2 back to Steel Sunshine, together with Simplification. Out the back, Oh Captain and Noble Drama. 45-4 for the opening half mile. They round the forward turn. Gaffleone's not making things easy on Saez with Charge It, and on the outside Endorsed. These two continue to have a tactical grudge match with Octane holding down the rail. Dean Delivers is in range well, fourth and Asta quickened by Vasquez. 5 ahead of Nitrous Channel, then Simplification. There's a 1/4 of a mile left to go in the Gulfstream Mile, and here's Endorsed. He sticks ahead in front. Right back at him is Charge It, or the outside, and Dean Delivers back to fourth and Octane. Charge It needs to do a lot better than that. Endorsed has hit the front, and he's getting clear. Charge It is back to second. Dean Delivers is third. Simplification is fourth. But at the 16th pole, Endorsed has the lead. This was a gem of a ride from Tyler Gaffleone. Endorsed springs the upset and turns over Charge It to beat him a length and a half. Third was Simplification. Then Dean Delivers in 135 and 1. On the turf for the late pick 4. Ready. And they're off in the Honey Fox. Good start out wide for the gray Touch of Class, who heads off for the early lead. Faith and Humanity has speed. Faith and Humanity to the top. Far outside, it's Sweet Danny Girl racing up into second with Touch of Class in between horses. Fastest Flight backs off, and Saving Ground is Sweet Enough. Then back a length to Miss Delicious ahead of Princess Theorem. White Frost is ahead of Speak of the Devil. The favorites are about a half a length apart, 8 lengths off the leader, and the early trailer is Kahiko as they charge into the backstretch. Faith in Humanity settled well on the top end. She leads through a 23-4 opening quarter. Racing second is Touch of Class, Sweet Enough at the rail third, Sweet Danny Girl fourth. Followed fifth by Fastest Flight, Saving Ground, Miss Delicious. Then it's Princess Theorem ahead of White Frost and Speak of the Devil. The trailers remain Miss Yearwood and Kahiko. They make their way to the half-mile point, and up front, Faith in Humanity has had smooth sailing to this stage. She went 47-2 for the opening half-mile, and she heads into the turn on top by a length. Touch of Class second at the rail. It's Sweet Enough third. No movement from the back markers yet. White Frost is hemmed in traffic as Speak of the Devil is right alongside. They're about 7 lengths off the lead. Speak of the Devil getting started. White Frost still in traffic. They run to the top of the stretch. Faith in Humanity still with the fresh legs. She completes 3 quarters in 1:10-4, and she's into the drive on top. Rosario shakes the reins, and Faith in Humanity still has the lead. Splitting horses, Princess Theorem from the back. Speak of the Devil down the center. White Frost is finally loose, and she's erupting from behind. 16th to go. White Frost trying to catch Faith in Humanity. Here's the finish. Faith and Humanity hangs on to win it. White Frost ran out of racetrack. She was second. Princess Theorem third. Then Fastest Flight in 1:34 flat. They're racing in the 36th running of the Davona Dale, presented by FanDuel TV. Clean beginning for race favorite Red Carpet Ready. She's put right on the early lead here by size. Undervalued Asset won't let her get far. And out in the center, it's Leave No Trace. So 3 of the favorites mixing it up early. Leave No Trace to the top. Down inside, Red Carpet Ready is second, and Undervalued Asset is now third. Racing fourth at this point is Darth Vader, 2 in front of Positano Sunset. Then down toward the inside, it's Infinite Diamond. She's about 6 lengths behind, working 2.5 better than Lynx. And left behind last is Guns and Graces. 23 seconds for a pretty strong opening quarter here. Red Carpet Ready had no choice but to use some of her speed to establish the lead and the rail. She leads a length and a quarter. Darth Vader second. Undervalued Asset is now racing third. Leave No Trace. Hard Scent out of the gate. She's dropping back fourth. Down at the rail, it's Positano Sunset, 3 better than Lynx. Then Infinite Diamond, and still well back to Guns and Graces. 45 seconds for a strong half mile. Red Carpet Ready, used hard, but still in front. On the outside, Darth Vader at a huge price is second. Undervalued Asset. She's asked to quicken, gaining no ground third. A gap of 6 to Positano Sunset, then Infinite Diamond. There's a quarter of a mile left to go. Red Carpet Ready has 1 to fight off as Darth Vader's the only one in range. 6 back to Undervalued Asset. Down the center and Infinite Diamond. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Darth Vader! She's 45-1, and she's taken the lead and moving away. Red Carpet Ready back to second. Here's a big late run from Guns and Graces. Guns and Graces is going to get second. Bombs away. The winner, Darth Vader. Darth Vader in the Davona Dale under Miguel Vasquez. From way back, Guns and Graces is up second. Upsetters 1-2 here. 137-1. And they're off, and the McDermida. Excellent beginning for Value Proposition, who heads off for the early lead. Astronaut has speed, and in between them, Time for Trouble away in the top flight. Holding down inside position is Masterpiece. He shuffled back a touch. Getting started on the outside is Barberini, and a bit wide on the course in Value Engineering. Back from there, it's Henley's Joy, then Marwad, he's 4 wide. Wicked Fast is 3 wide. Back at the fence, Highest Honors, and on his outside, Shody, and a gap of 2.5 to the trailer, Bema's Boy. 24-3 for the first quarter as they swing into the stretch for the first time. At a big price, Leonel Reyes and Value Proposition off the lead by 4. Astronaut will cut his own trip in second, and Time for Trouble third at the inside. Value Engineering's in the pink colors. He's racing fourth, 6 lengths from the pace setter. Then Barberini and Wicked Fast. Marwad is on the far outside with Masterpiece saving ground. He's a length better than Henley's Joy. Highest Honors remains toward the back of the field, racing ahead of Shody, and the trailer is still Bema's Boy. 49-1 for the opening half mile. Around the clubhouse turn they go. Value Proposition still isolated up top. He's 6 lengths to the good. Astronaut is second, and Time for Trouble third. Value Engineering is fourth. Barberini is covered up. Marwad is on the outside with Wicked Fast working between them. A gap of another 2.5 to Masterpiece. He races by himself, has options on if he wants to angle or stay put toward the rail. Then Henley's Joy and Highest Honors. Still at the back, Shody, and Bema's Boy. 3/4 and 14 flat as they race to the final half mile. The leader, Value Proposition, by 2. Astronaut is second. Value Engineering is third. Marwad in the yellow is getting started out wide on the course. Masterpiece given the green light by Gaffleone. He's on the move now, up into a joint fourth as they round the far turn. They went a mile in 1:37-4, and they approach the top of the stretch. Edgar Perez and Marwad have put their best foot forward to take the lead. Value Engineering tries to counterpunch. Masterpiece and Highest Honors are next. Less than a quarter of a mile to come. With the advantage, it's now Value Engineering. Marwad tries again. Masterpiece tries to pick him up. Here comes Masterpiece down the center. Value Engineering very game. Value Engineering just in front. Value Engineering would not be denied. Marwad fired a big try second. Third was Masterpiece. Highest Honors is fourth in the McDermida. 2:14-1. And they're off in the Fountain of Youth Stakes. Forte was away cleanly enough, but Cyclone Mischief was first to begin, and he's ridden for the early lead. Up on the outside, Dangerous Ride has the same idea, so the outside 2 horses cross over and lead the way. Legacy Isle, meanwhile, angles off the inside, and Forte slides through at his inside. Rocket Can is next, and Mage is wide on the course. Il Miracolo is headstrong while third last. Second last, Blazing Sevens. The early trailer is Shadow Dragon. They make their way by an opening quarter in 24 seconds flat. Cyclone Mischief has the lead, and he has the rail. He leads by a length. Over long shot, racing second is Dangerous Ride. Out deep on the course in Mage, 3 wide Rocket Can. Perfectly spotted early is Forte. The Breeders' Cup champion is only 3 lengths off the lead with Legacy Isle on his outside. These top flight horses have gone 5 ahead of Shadow Dragon, then Blazing Sevens and Il Miracolo. Half a mile to go. They go to the first finish line in the 2023 Fountain of Youth Stakes. They went 47-3 for a half mile. Cyclone Mischief, he's been in front from the outset, and he still has the lead. Rocket Can starts to make a bid second. 3 wide Mage is third. Irad Ortiz Jr. has strong hold of Forte. He looks ready to roll, just needs some open racetrack. Dangerous Ride calls it an afternoon, then Legacy Isle as they run to the top of the stretch. Irad decides to swing out, and Forte is on the go now. Cyclone Mischief fights to hold it. From between horses, it's Rocket Can. Mage is 3 wide, but a big presence 4 wide in the form of Forte. 4 across the course as they straighten for home. Out in the center, Forte tries to overhaul Cyclone Mischief, who's very game, but Forte's very good. As a 3-year-old, he debuts with an easy victory in the Fountain of Youth Stakes. Here's your 2-year-old champion. Here's Forte, geared down. Rocket Can second, Cyclone Mischief third, Mage ran well, he was fourth. Shadow Dragon to complete your high five in 1:43 flat. He's back.
And that's a wrap on the huge 14-race Fountain of Youth Day card. But don't forget, we're going to end the 5-day race week with a real bang on Sunday. It's mandatory payout Rainbow Six time. 11 races, the 12-10 traditional post, and that Rainbow kicks off in race 6. $8 million, $10 million in the pool. Provided it carries over, it is going to be a huge day. We hope to see you out.